Hello there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Happy New Year, in case I haven't told you guys. Happy New Year, happy 2025. So today I want to talk about a few reasons as to why you shouldn't move to the Netherlands. First and foremost, Netherlands is a very wet country. It means that most of the year it is raining. So if you're this type of person who doesn't like rain, who feels like when it rains, I should call in sick, like most of our African brothers and sisters. I know you, right? When it is sick, you call in sick. When it is raining, you call in sick. So if you're that type of person, then I don't think Netherlands is the place for you, because I don't think you will work, because it rains a lot here, a lot. And if you're planning to come to the Netherlands, also for my brothers and sisters in the African continent, if you're a person who doesn't like rules, Netherlands is not the place for you, because it runs on rules just like any other country, but here you will not even see the police. Now, especially my Ugandan countrymen who defy the traffic laws, when you don't see an officer around, that's when you break the laws. That's when you go past the red light and all that. Trust me, here if you do that, you're going to find yourself paying fines and fines and fines, and you'll think that your ancestors in Africa are following you, and it is just your big head that is not allowing you to prosper. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like to follow rules, who believes that I need to see an officer there for me to follow the rules, then I don't think Netherlands is the good place for you to migrate to. Then also in relation to water, if you don't like water, if you don't like swimming, I don't think this would be a very good country for you, because in almost every corner of the country there's water. So you really need to know how to swim for you to survive in this country. So if you're the type of person who fears to bathe and also doesn't like to swim, I don't think this is a very country for you. Maybe you can try other countries, but Netherlands, nah, it will not work for you. Then also, Netherlands you need to be a very patient person, by the way, because finding housing here is very, very challenging because of the population, and there's no housing. So right now we're having a housing crisis. Those ones that actually do get housing earlier, I can call them the lucky ones, and at least I can say yes, even us were the lucky ones, among the lucky ones that got housing amidst the crisis. But if you're not a very patient person, I don't think this place will be a very good place for you, because for you to get social housing is this type of housing where the rent prices are a little bit lower, and to be on that list, to be considered, it can take even up to 10 years. So you're in the system for 10 years as you're gaining points for you to get access to the social housing. So if you're not very patient, then Netherlands isn't a very good place for you to come to. But that aside, There are some very good points, and oh, maybe before I forget, if you're not an open-minded person, this isn't a country for you. What do I mean? You know, abroad, we have different types of people, different genders, the unidentified genders, people who identify as pots, cups, yeah, people who identify as many things. So if you're not very open-minded, I don't think Netherlands or even abroad is a good place for you to move to. But that aside, just so has its good points. Netherlands has a very good education system, which is free. If you move here legally, it is free up to university level. So if your child is like 18, that's when you start worrying about fees. But when they're younger, the government helps you pay for the children. So that's a very good point. If at all you want a good foundation for your children, Netherlands will be a very good place because it's ranked highly worldwide, education-wise. So you can get education here and compete with someone who has gotten education in the US, in Norway, UK. So if you want a good foundation for your children, Netherlands would be a very good place. And it's also family oriented. It makes sure that at least there's a work-life balance. You'll find that most people in Netherlands do part-time jobs so that they can spend more time with the families. So it encourages part-time jobs. So you could find that you're working 2 days in a week, or maybe 3 hours, in a day. So it encourages that work-life balance that most people crave for and do not have in other countries. And then also, it has a very good healthcare system. So if at all maybe you have some underlying illnesses and maybe you feel like you would want to get something that is more advanced, Netherlands would be a very good place for you to migrate to. Then also, at least most people in Netherlands know English, so you won't fail to get a job if you're an English speaker who doesn't want to maybe learn that language. But I wouldn't advise that. I would advise that for you to assimilate, learn the language, then it makes it easier for you to even get more opportunities. But even if you're an English speaker, you can get a good job here. You can get a job. Then also, most people know English, so it makes it easy for you to find your way. You don't have to rely on just Dutch, because here in schools they do emphasize being bilingual, English and Dutch. So you find that even that very old woman knows English, or that young kid knows also English. So it will be easy for you to find your way and not get lost. So if at all you're thinking about Netherlands and you're an English speaker, it would be a very good place for you at least in Europe, it would be a very good place for you to actually do it, to come to. Then also they have a very good public transport system. So you don't need to really rely on a private car. It is very efficient. It is very, how can I call it? Economical. So because when you own a private car, you need to pay over tax and all that, the insurance. So it becomes a little bit expensive for you to own a private car as compared to someone that actually or does public transport. And I mean, in almost every corner there's a bus stop. The train stations are very near, so it won't be very inconvenient for you to travel to work or to your appointment or anywhere. Then also, and maybe what I can also add is get your biking in place. Learn how to bike, because this place is a biking nation. It is known worldwide. Netherlands is a biking nation. So if you really want to come, learn how to bike. It makes movement very, very easy and convenient for you. So you don't have to. Sometimes, if I tell you maybe you're hard up on cash, you don't have to use the bus or the train. You can just bike. I mean, services are just around the corner. Most people here, you'll see them in a suit, but they will be biking to their places of work. So it's not uncommon to see a person in a very elegant suit on a bike going to work. So if you're planning to come to the Netherlands, learn how to bike. Get your swimming certificate, because there are things that are really necessary here in the Netherlands. And yes, it is very, very safe, by the way. It's a very safe country. So you don't have to worry about maybe your kids getting kidnapped, or, it's a very safe place. I won't say it's 100% safe. Of course, there are some bad people in every country. There are some, but it is relatively safe compared to other countries. You can even search it up. You will see Netherlands is a very good and safe place for especially people who have families. And even you as an individual, it is very safe. So you won't find someone with a gun in their house or yeah. So those are just a few pros and cons of coming to the Netherlands. So if I told you you're maybe planning to come to the Netherlands, you need to sit down, find out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. If maybe you think it will be a good place for you to raise your family, then you're welcome. Come join us. If you think maybe another place would be good for you, wish you luck. But these are for the short time that I've been here, these are my observations, and yeah. So I hope it helps someone who's planning to move. And if you've liked this content, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. It could help somebody else. Okay, bye-bye. See you later.